word on the corn maze to tell the community what we're doing. The corn maze itself is behind us. We'll head into the corn maze in maybe 10 minutes or so and take anybody on a tour that might be interested in doing so. There are three parts to what we're doing here with the corn maze. The first is the corn maze itself, and the corn maze is a little more than an acre. It's about 50,000 square feet of corn. There's about 2,500 lineal feet of trails in the corn maze. And the object is going to be to find the 10 dead ends in the corn maze. And so there'll be a way for people to monitor their finding each of those 10 dead ends, and so it'll be a lot of fun. The second piece that we're doing is we've got some educational classroom experiences for elementary students. We will have about a 30 or 35-minute classroom experience where we'll talk about agriculture, we'll talk about sustainable agriculture, we'll talk about growing vegetables in your garden. We'll talk about soils and fertilizer, trying to teach some of those principles to elementary school kids. And then they will also get a chance to go through the corn maze. Those classes will take place on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and there will be no charge for that. The third part of what we're doing here, Tracy will talk about in a bit, and that is the Corn Maze Festival. And the Corn Maze Festival will be on October 2nd, and it's just going to be a fun day. It is shaping up to be just tons of fun. I won't talk about that anymore. We'll let Tracy handle that in a bit. It's just been a lot of fun trying to get things organized here, and the involvement from all kinds of people in the community, the school district, the county agricultural extension. Lots and lots of people have been involved in helping to put ideas together for this corn maze and all that will happen around it. What we're going to do here in just a bit, and we'll let Tracy and Shay talk a bit, we will tear down the plastic, and that will be the announcement that we will be open, and then we'll move everybody down toward the tower, toward the maze tower, and we'll do an unveiling down at the tower. That might be a little fun. So with that, let me turn it over to Tracy Lundeen to talk about the Corn Maze Festival.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Rod Celine for coming up with the idea and being the real driving force behind this maze. Rod's a true community leader, and we've just had a ball, along with Debbie Peso from my staff, putting this whole thing together the last few months, and then getting involved with Shay. The festival is going to be kind of the big focal point of the corn maze activities over the next 5 or 6 weeks. We're going to kick off the festival with a 1K family fun run walk, and then we're going to also have a 5K run, and then we're going to feature some wonderful entertainers throughout the day, many of which are high school age students that were just part of the very successful Rock the Mall promotion in Duluth, including the winner, Tyler Hansen, who will be one of the performers that day. We've also got some established professional performers like Mark Rubin who are going to be performing that day. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a performance on the top of every hour. We're also going to have some delicious food like you'd find at a festival, some with a fall touch to it, of course. And we're going to have some beverages, some wonderful apple cider, specialty drinks, and also arts and crafts and some other things, a bonfire, and of course that all going on with the other wonderful fall amenities here at Engwall's Florist and Greenhouse, and of course the corn maze itself. That's really all I had. We still have some opportunities available for folks that might want to be vendors, or we certainly welcome people that want to participate in the walk run or the 5K, but we encourage people to get out that day, and of course we'll have a lot of volunteers from Second Harvest, Northern Lakes, and $1 again from every admission to the corn maze. There'll be no admission charge to come to the festival, but of course we will still have the charge to come to the corn maze, and $1 from each admission goes to help keep those shelves stocked. And as Shay will tell you in a minute, the demand has never been as intense as it is right now. So on that note, I will turn it over to Shay Morris.
Wonderful. Well, again, thank you to Tracy and of course Rod for including Second Harvest We talked yesterday about the need in our community. There's been about a 21% increase in our distribution over last year, which is about 500,000 more pounds of food we're distributing through northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. So demand is very high, and certainly we couldn't distribute all that food without wonderful community partners like Engwall Forest and Greenhouse. Certainly Tracy promoting the work that we do, and certainly the community giving back through an event like this. And I would say anybody can have a community event and say, let's have a corn maze or let's have a corn fest. But to hear people say, we want to give back to the community when we do that, to me that says a lot about your business and about Engwall, that you want to give back to the community and host an event like this. So we're very excited to partner with this event, and certainly we're looking for volunteers on the date of that Corn Fest, October 2nd, and certainly we can be reached to help volunteer. But certainly we want to just say a big thank you to Engwalls and certainly to the community to come out, support this event, and you're going to help feed hungry people in our region too. So it is a win-win for everybody. You get to tour this great corn maze and have a little fun and also give back to the community. So thanks for the opportunity.
Jay, thank you. Well, with that, let me climb up on this side and see if I can get this white piece of poly down so we can officially say that the corn maze is here.
I offered to climb, but he took one look at me and was afraid I'd break the roll.
Yay!
There it is. Well, let's, Mr. Wyatt.
I ran a 5K.
Good. Well, let's